as my former boss, mentor, and professor said, if you can't water it, don't plant it. So we're going to talk a few minutes about just some of the equipment that a home gardener needs to have in order to properly take care of their plants. And we're not really talking about irrigation per se as far as a system. We're just talking about things that you can actually handle in your hand. And a few of the things that I've found over 35 years are really helpful tools. I've got a wand on the end of this hose, which is just really handy because it means that you can actually get down and put the water right where you want it to be, which is at the base of the plant. I've got a little gadget here that we've started using in the garden that could be pretty handy if you have your faucet up against the house and a lot of bushes in the way, so that you can actually get the faucet back out away from the house. Run your actual hose that you're going to use for watering off of this spot. That way you're not down on your hands and knees. So all it does is just let you bring water from your faucet up to a really nice firm position that is where you don't have to get on your hands and knees, and you can get down there and turn on the faucet and then take your hose with it. One thing that's interesting about a hose is that it's really just like a rope, so you kind of have to think of yourself as a cowboy, because the hose is just like a rope in that you have to uncoil it and give it a little half twist as you undo it so that it won't kink, and then you do the same thing in reverse when you're putting the hose away, is you have to coil it back up and give it a half twist each time you make a coil. So talking about the idea of the way we want to water the plant, a lot of people, you see them flipping the water around and we have a lot of young people out here and they think they're supposed to be watering the plant like that. What we're really trying to do is to get water down on the root system itself, because that's the part of the plant that's taking up the water. Another point that people miss a lot of times is that when we have new plants especially, that they really have to be watered in thoroughly. It doesn't matter if it looks like it's going to rain or not, unless it's going to rain 6 inches all at once, that we want to make sure that we get really good soil contact with that root system so the plant can get off to a good start. Well, one thing additional about hoses is buying a cheap hose is really a poor investment. Buying good quality hose that's made out of rubber. You can see this one has really high quality fittings on the end. I believe the other end of this one probably got run over by something, and so we've had to retrofit it with a repair coupling. But that can be done over and over again if you buy good equipment. If you start out with cheap stuff in the first place, once it gets damaged, it's pretty much just damaged goods, and you'll never really be able to put it to any good use. The garden hose is just such an important part of being a successful gardener. It's the way we deliver our water most of the time to our plants. And so I just would really encourage people to look and see what you think the stuff that really makes watering convenient for you, because hoses can be maddening and we don't want to make it any worse than it already is.